I'm absolutely delighted now to welcome to the stage our second panel of teachers at this year's Global Forum. Today we're lucky to have 4 teachers coming from India, from Pakistan, from Tajikistan, and from Kyrgyzstan, who are all going to share with us some of the work, practices, and innovations they've been doing with their students to address the inclusion and equity needs in their context. I'd like to welcome them all and my very dear colleague and friend Nazira, who will chair today's session. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Bronwyn. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the special session of Day 2 of our forum, which is dedicated to showcasing the teachers' innovations in improving the holistic learning outcomes of students through creating and fostering creative, inclusive, and pluralistic learning spaces within their communities. My name is Nazira Joldoshbekova. I'm the Education Program Manager and National Coordinator of Schools2030 program at the Aga Khan Foundation in Kyrgyzstan. And I really feel privileged to chair this special session. And I would like to know that our time together, that will last for 1 hour, promise to be inspiring as we are about to explore the remarkable work of 4 teachers from 4 countries who are making significant differences in their school communities. And before we begin, I would like to take a quick moment to acknowledge and appreciate the tireless efforts of those teachers and their colleagues and all other teachers in this room and those who have joined our live stream, who, despite the enormous and at times incredible challenges that exist out there in their communities, are working hard to shape the minds and future of children through their hard work, through their commitment, through their dedication to their profession, and of course, through their great love for children. And today, we have the honor of hearing from 4 exceptional teachers from Pakistan, Kyrgyzstan, India, and Tajikistan. And their work includes various areas, such as empowering girls' education through nurturing their confidence, through nurturing their leadership skills and building confidence, fostering inclusivity through differentiated inquiry-based learning, improving literacy and creative expression among marginalized learners, and then connecting science education to children's everyday lives to foster inclusivity. And our first speaker, Shazia Bibi from Government Girls Secondary School, Murdan Chitral, Pakistan, will share with us how she supports girls' education by focusing on building their confidence, on improving their leadership skills. And Shazia, I would like to know that Shazia has faced unique challenges, and she's still facing these challenges. But despite that, she has worked so hard, and her determination to empower girls is both admiring and inspiring. Thank you, Shazia. Next, we will hear from Aykanush Zotova, who teaches at the Shivaza General Secondary School in the village of Alexandrovka, Kyrgyzstan, and she will enlighten us on how she and her colleagues foster inclusive and pluralistic learning spaces through differentiated inquiry-based learning in such a diverse community of various ethnic and socio-economic backgrounds. Following Aykanush, we will hear from Akishkar Kumar from the basic school in Bakari, Muzaffarpur, India, who will present his school's innovative solution to enhancing and improving literacy and creative expression among marginalized students. And this Akishkek's remarkable solution reminds us or gives us the opportunity to acknowledge the significant influence, significant impact of literacy and creative expression on the lives of underserved children who have been historically underserved. And our final speaker is Nasakat Muhammadiyeva from General Secondary School number 2 in Tajikistan, who will shed light on the significance of connecting science education to children's everyday lives. And Nasakat's efforts to bridge the gap between classroom and the children's real life is instrumental in inspiring the love of children for science education. And then, in the end, after these enlightening presentations, we will have an opportunity to gain insights from Moritz Spolder, representing Education Cannot Wait. Moritz will help us to reflect on and explore how these classroom-level innovative solutions can inform and drive broader system-wide change. And here I also would like to note that it's important for all of us to recognize the impact of this incredible teachers' work extends far beyond their classrooms, and understanding the potential of their work, of their hard work to shape the wider education system is vital. And now, without further delay, I would like to invite Shazia Bibi to the microphone. And here I would like to, yes, Shazia, you will be presenting in English. Yes, thank you. Please.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, and a very good morning to everyone who are here. I am Shazia Bibi, a secondary school teacher in Government Girls High School, Murdan, Chitral. Government Girls High School, Murdan is situated in Garam Chashma, Chitral. The school was established in 2003, and the current enrollment in the school is 113 students, and we are actually 8 teachers. We are working there. So the area which we have worked is actually empowering the girls to lead. So before going towards the main problem, I would like to share my experience in transmitting from a private school to a government sector as a secondary school teacher. There were so many challenges and differences I encountered, but one of the challenges was student reluctance for responsibilities. It was very hard and challenging for me, but with my 40 years experience in government sector as a secondary school teacher, and with Schools 2030 human-centered design approach, I explored that every child, every student need, interest, encouragement, support, and motivation, and experiences, learning experiences are different. So they should be addressed accordingly to improve their learning experiences. Girls' leadership has always been a challenge in the society. And in my school, most of the students of grade 9 were hesitant to take on responsibilities while performing individual and group tasks. I found this through my personal observation, where I found that most of the students were reluctant in taking responsibilities. Then it was a complex issue, so it needs empirical evidence. For that, I used the rapid assessment tools, which was provided by AHA Foundation Schools 2030. I administered those tools in my school, and I have the results. The tools were focused on 5 domains, 2 cognitive and 3 non-cognitive domains. And the leadership domain was subdivided into 4 domains. They were ability to manage yourself, ability to solve the problem, ability to influence others, ability to work in a group and establish good relationship. So here my findings says that majority of the students were lacking in this agreed criteria. Okay, so to gain a profound understanding of the problem and to learn its causes and to catch the problem, I interviewed 2 students from the extreme categories and their parents. And I deduced the girls' perspective and the parent perspective. The girls' perspective was that we do not think the girls have to lead because our decision doesn't matter. And the parent perspective was that girls cannot lead because they cannot think the way boys do. Moreover, they need someone to accompany them. Instead of addressing to reject the student identified need, I generate 2 prototype models. They are here. Between the 2, I chose the second one and I dropped the first one based on its desirability, sustainability. To some extent it was feasible, but I dropped the first one and I chose the second prototype and I applied it in my school. Basically, the second prototype was introduction of a house system inside the school. The house system, which is a group of students. One of my assumptions about the system was that the girls will take interest in it, and introducing a house system with a mentor may encourage the girls to take responsibilities. So the very first thing I did was creating a concept map and took notes on each and everything, and then had a meeting with teachers and principal, and then explained the entire process to them by using the concept map. And then I select a few students and give them responsibilities, and the girls show interest in taking up those responsibilities. Sorry. So here you can see the concept map for the implementation, where we include the whole administration, and we have 4 houses, group of students. We have discipline, name as discipline, unity, tolerance, and generosity. So every house has a house teacher, a house captain, and CR, and a head girl. We try to give maximum responsibilities, maximum opportunity to the girls so that they can take responsibilities and they can lead. So here, when we explain the entire process to the students, many of them express their interest, so choosing among them become difficult. So we conducted an election to ensure that the girls' leader should select it fairly. So here you can see the election day, which is under the supervision of the teacher. In the other side, you can see the elected nominee after the election, the elected nominee who was saying thanks to her fellow for casting vote for her. So when the students have gained the responsibilities, so they themselves organize an activity where they were creating a house corner in their classes for the respective houses, and they were distributing the students in their respective 4 houses. So here we have another activity. The students have decided to launch a campaign in the community to care about their environment. The purpose of this activity was to provide exposure to the girls because they had never before participated in such activity without their parents. Additionally, it was included in their curriculum. What's happening? Yeah, one slide is missing.
Which one? Which one? Which slide there?
Not go back.
Just continue, please. Which one?
From here?
Yeah, this.
Okay.
That's this one. Here and there.
Okay. I'm sorry for this. So here you can see after doing this activity, the post-field reflection of the girls. Here all the students, after doing the activity, they are reflecting on that activity. They are very happy and they are very positive in doing this activity. So another activity which is designed for the student, in the left side you can see, which is designed for the student before assembly, called as freehand exercise, where one girl can lead the activity and there is an opportunity for the other girls. The leading girl changes on daily basis and other students can have opportunity to conduct and lead that activity. So in the other side, you can see the students have another activity where flexibility, providing flexibility through game. The students can do it in the absence of the teacher or in their free class. Again, one student or two students can lead that activity. So here you can see awareness station. We have arranged awareness station for the parents of the area. The speaker was from the same area and is known for her empowerment position in that area. I intentionally invited her because she knows the ground realities, the challenges of the area, which influence the parents more. So here you can see, you have a glimpse of some of outcomes of our students. So these are the girls who were hesitant while speaking, and they now had themselves organized or celebrated our National Day with enthusiasm. And they led the school even with responsibility. So here you can see in the picture another major achievement of our students. The girls not only exceed inside the school, but they had also participated in the literary competition, securing first position, and even reaching for the zonal level. So this was the achievement of students. So beside learning leadership skills, the student also learn to communicate, they interact with each other, they collaborate with each other. The students, literacy developed among the students as they were writing, reading, and communicating with each other. They practice fairness, empathy, which developed their students' respect for diversity. The students developed time management, and all the students were flexible to share their ideas, which provide inspiration to creativity. And it was totally a positive learning environment, which fostered the students to motivate. So the support I need from Education Department is a merit-based scholarship for the students, monitoring and assessment and feedbacks from the department, the principal support, the teacher support, which is very, very important, and from community parental involvement and resources sharing. So our towards the future, which is the success of our innovation, elevate our school to new heights of excellence, innovation and community impact. We will become a catalyst for positive change in education, inspiring other institutions to embrace innovation and reimagine the possibilities of teaching and learning. Our students will become leaders, innovators, and compassionate contributors that our society needs to make a lasting impact on their community and the world at large. Thank you so much. Thank you, AKF Pakistan and Chitral Education Department. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Shazia. Now I would like to invite Aykanush Sotala. Aykanush, please.
Добрый день, уважаемые участники глобального форума программы «Школу2030».
Good morning, dear participants of the Global Forum Schools 2030. Dear donors, partners, project teams, and colleagues, it's a great honor and privilege for me to represent our country, the Kyrgyz Republic.
Меня зовут Тайганыш, я учитель.
My name is Alkanish, and I'm a teacher at the Shivaza General Secondary School in Chuy Oblast. Our school is 61 years old, and we've got 1,500 students getting education from the first to 11th grade. Our school is very interesting, dynamic, and multi-ethnic. In my presentation, I would like to give you an idea of my experience working under the Schools 2030 program. We, as the teachers, first identified the problems and looked for their root causes. Given the research findings, we realized that the minority representatives and the internal minors face some communicative difficulties and cultural gaps which affect their academic performance. Limited Russian and Kyrgyz language proficiency is a barrier for comprehension and expression. The level of their parents' education and language barriers hamper their academic progress. Additionally, they receive lack of support at home. We've also realized that the student learning opportunities vary depending on living conditions of the family, educational background of parents, religious beliefs, and family values. Speaking about the root causes of these problems, we identified that cultural and language differences, lack of parent support, affect the academic performance of children. Our target group is the children from 10 to 15 years old. The village of Alexandrovka is home to various ethnic groups, including Kyrgyz, Russians, Dangans, Uzbeks, and Kurds. The main source of income for the population is the agriculture. There are also lots of migrants from the southern part of our country living in our village. Thus, to address the described problems, we've initiated the following solution of the project, which we called Curiosity of Minds, or Curious Minds. Our idea is to create an inclusive and favorable environment with no barriers for diverse students. In order to implement this idea, our team has developed the extracurricular program specifically designed for meeting the needs of our students. We decided to teach them by means of inquiry-based learning. Our main goal is to mitigate the academic disparities by creating a pluralistic and inclusive learning environment that nurtures sense of value, respect, and inclusion for students from diverse backgrounds.
Now, how is our idea innovational? It is innovational because we believe that our solutions are aimed at diversity, inclusiveness, equity, and equality, and this is something that contributes to academic success for various groups of students, and we resolve academic success issues due to increased literacy and critical thinking. Our solution is feasible because it contributes to active involvement of students, despite all the differences, different skills, capacities, and interests. Differentiated training takes into account unique needs, various aspects, and various styles of learning of the students, and we use available, accessible materials and handouts. Sustainability of the project is due to that flexible, agile methods of training and adaptable programs make it possible to develop to respond to needs of the students, ensuring long-term sustainability. This project was initiated and implemented by the design team of our school due to design thinking methods. To detect the problem above all, we held express evaluation of our students, and there we analyzed the academic success of students based on the main subjects: mathematics, reading, and knowing the motherland, the country studies. So we detected significant gaps and variabilities in students' results, and we tried to look for root causes of that. And in the course of the survey of the research, we interviewed children, parents, and various representatives of various nationalities and socioeconomic status. We discovered that it is difficult for students to extract and analyze information, to develop their own opinion based on information obtained from various sources. And we also noticed that children prefer collaborating, cooperating, and communicating with their peers that are representatives of their nationality. And also we noticed that parents are often poorly involved into education of their children. Our interviews and observations let us know that students need support in developing their critical thinking. They need support for diversity, and it's necessary to support interaction among students of various ethnic backgrounds. That's something that is key, and that can be achieved due to differentiated activities. And also we realized that participation of children and parent engagement matters a lot. In the course of prototyping and testing, we developed an off-class activity where students can pick up interesting themes and they can develop their plan for research, and then they come up with presentation of their findings. In the course of the testing, we wanted to discover whether our solution will really contribute to development of critical thinking of the students and whether it will contribute to collaboration of students among various nationalities and groups of students with differing capacities, and whether it will contribute to involvement of parents into the schooling process. So the testing showed that this solution has a positive effect on improving, developing skills of children to ask questions, to address questions, to analyze information, and also to come up with their conclusions. Also, it is something that helps students to develop deep understanding of various concepts. It contributes to the atmosphere of collaboration for students, and it enhances the link between children and school, as well as children and their parents, and also between parents and the school. In this way, over the 9 months, we've implemented the project, the curiosity-based project, and in the course of that implementation, we came up with the curriculum for off-class activities and themes of research works or themes that are interesting for the students. The students implemented more than 15 research projects on various topics. And we also held very interesting presentations with participation of involvement of parents, teachers, and the community. To implement this solution, we required computers, internet access, but also access to encyclopedia, a variety of books, research papers, and other materials where children could get the required information from. And also the material, some content that would support them in implementing the projects. The academic year at school was very interesting, inspiring. Children would read the materials, parents would visit the school, we worked together. And we started seeing first outcomes, results, fruit of our work. So speaking about short-term results, we could see that students have developed skills in questioning, critical thinking, and effective information data analysis. In long-term perspective, we hope that our project will develop inclusive schooling approach, the culture where they value and respect diversity, which results in expanded interaction among students of different nationalities and skills, their critical thinking skills. So what needs to be done in order to improve the processes and to further implement our solution? First of all, it is important to lobby support for comprehensive initiatives aimed at overcoming academic inequality among multicultural and socially and economically diverse groups of students at the local, regional, and national levels. Second, teachers need to undergo additional trainings and workshops to develop their competence and develop inclusive teaching strategies and methods. 3, it is necessary to create conditions for exchange of experience and joint collaborative learning, professional growth, and implementation of inquiry-based practices. And now some of my closing reflections. Implementation of the project created a lot of opportunities for the school. Above all, this is about enhancement of academic performance, strengthened engagement of families and the community, creating positive school culture, and fostering close relations between students, among students, parents, and the school. And also, students get access to enhanced critical thinking skills, improved communication and collaboration skills, and also it is about fostering inclusive community. And I am sincerely grateful to Aga Khan Foundation, to Schools2030 program for this great opportunity for personal development. Thank you for new knowledge and skills of design thinking. And friendly environment at school. Thanks for these great opportunities for our children, students. They can explore new and interesting things. I'm grateful to all the donors and partners who make their important contribution into development of the education systems in the 10 countries. And let me tell you, thank you once again.
Rahmatjon, thank you very much, Aykanush. I would like to bring my apologies. I forgot to note that she will be presenting in Russian. So thank you again. Now I would like to invite Abkishke Kumar. Abkishke.
Namaskar. A very warm greetings to all you intellectuals. I am Abhishek from Basic School Bakri, Murol, Muzaffarpur, Bihar, India. The challenges which I faced, nearly 50% of students in primary classes encounter moderate difficulties in learning, especially during the initial months due to the disparity between their native language and the language used in school. Students from diverse language backgrounds encounters various language, communication and cultural challenges that impact their daily performance in school. Second, children's literature is predominantly available in Hindi or English with limited options in regional languages. And third, schools currently lack suitable opportunities to incorporate students' home languages into various curricular activities. Now, what is the history of problem? Actually, the differences in languages between the school and the home environments, emphasis on a standard language, limited space for home language in curricular activities, and a significant scarcity of print material in local languages collectively impede students' understanding of the curriculum. The challenges is faced by the children who are the 6 to 10 age cohorts. Actually, my school located in Bakri, which is a medium-sized village with a diverse linguistic landscape comprising Hindi, Urdu, Maithili, Vajjika, and Bhojpuri speakers. The overall literacy rate stands at around 46%, while female literacy remains low at approximately 18%. About 34% of the population constitutes the working classes and has been a significant rise in migration from village to the other states. the idea by which we can solve the problem. So it can be done by 3 steps. That is, first, idea, second, method, and third, goal, which are displayed on the screen. Now next, design process. We learned the assessment and interviews. First, if I observed the challenges faced by the student, I assess the difference of languages as well as focus on a standard language hinders overall learning, expression, meaning making, and understanding of concepts, and generate a sense of exclusion. Second, language and socio-cultural profiling of students. The home language of students are Vajjika, Maithili, and Bhojpuri. Hindi and English are almost missing in the community of the region of our school. Students get hardly any academic support from their parents due to their high level of literacy. However, among the parents, English or Hindi carries an aspirational values and are preferred as a medium of instructions. Third, non-availability of multilingual teaching learning material. Surprisingly, no teaching learning material is available in the regional languages like as Vajjika, Maithili, Bhojpuri, and other languages which are commonly used in our region. The dominance of English and Hindi in children's literature is dominant. So the prototype which I take that are library corner and providing age-appropriate children's literature. Second, school community collaboration, collecting folklores, storytelling, etc. Third, multilingual TLM, like as small books, simple dictionaries, monthly newspaper, etc. And last, that is creating a space for home languages in medium of instruction. Our innovation first phase that I can do, that is print-rich environment. I established a library corner and oriented students to spend their free time there in the company of other children, displaying their works, encouraging them to do various activities like as making stories, expressing their thoughts in their home language, and drawing, etc. Phase 2, local language resource creation. We have implemented activities focusing on children's home languages, including a monthly newspaper featuring articles written in their native tongues. Second, a program for translating stories into their home language. Next, adaptation of popular stories into local languages. These initiatives promote language expression, literacy development, and cultural appreciations within our diverse students' community. By celebrating linguistic diversity, we aim to create an inclusive environment that supports the overall growth and well-being of our students. Moving ahead, we will do that are creating a simple dictionary to document vocabulary in different home languages. collecting folklores from various cultures. Next, converting them into small books to read the other students, and sharing with other students with same community. These initiatives aim to further preserve and promote linguistic and cultural diversity while fostering language learning and storytelling among the students. This is an example of our innovation. It is a monthly newspaper in Vajjika language, which is commonly used in our region. Next, that is a story which is translated in same Vajjika language, and this translation can be done, this is done by the students of our primary classes. Now, the idea which I can do something, what are the ideas which can be successful? That are, first, we have developed customized assessment tools to evaluate holistic learning outcomes encompassing cognitive, social, emotional, and physical aspects. Through assessment, we aim to provide insight that will inform educators and policy makers in creating targeted and impactful learning experience for these cohorts. Next, we continuously evaluate the impact of students' participation and interest in various activities, as well as their attendance and retention rates. This evaluation is carried out through regular feedback from students and documentation by our learning partner. By gathering and analyzing this information, we aim to understand and improve the overall engagement and commitment of students in their learning journey. Now, some call to action that are, first, fostering a common understanding and cooperation among other teachers within the school. Embracing linguistic diversity requires a collaborative approach where teachers recognize and value the benefits of multilingualism, fostering an inclusive environment that celebrates and supports various languages and cultures. Second, literature and teaching learning materials in home languages. Translating and adapting children's literature from Hindi and English into the home language enhances language diversity and inclusivity. It allows children to access stories that reflect their culture, background, fostering a love for reading. Additionally, collecting folklores preserve cultural heritage and promote a sense of identity among young readers and their community. Now, my closing remark: enhancing curricular understanding fosters appreciations for language and cultures, creating more inclusive learning environment. By incorporating in linguistic diversity, students develop empathy and a broader world view. Creating an inclusive learning environment ensures that students feel welcomed and included. By embracing diversity and fostering a sense of belonging, students can thrive and engage fully in their educational journey. Next, developing teaching and learning materials in children's home languages enhance their educational experience, supporting language development and cultural pride. The initiative promotes improved educational outcomes for students by providing resources that align with their linguistic backgrounds. Now, I thanks to Aga Khan Foundation to give me such a wonderful opportunity to present my ideas. That's all. Thank you. Thank you to all.
Thank you very much, Abhishek. Now I would like to invite Moritz Polder to share his reflections on these 4 innovations and help us explore how these classroom level innovations can inform. Also, apologies. Sorry. I would like to invite Nosakat to present her solution. And here I would like to note that Nasakat will be presenting in Tajik language, and unfortunately we don't have the translation.